It's a good way to open up the show.
Shit. I forgot my closer. Anyway, it's fine.
Hello and welcome to Jabberjaw. I'm your host, Jessica Dawson Collier, and with me, as always, is Tyson Wheeler Dynas and Matthew David Smith. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm the guy that screws up the introduction. Sorry about that.
Tice literally said some terrible shit right before we pressed record.
Yeah.
So
We're just going to leave that to your imaginations because it's
That's
worse.
what, that you could get
It's
that.
worse.
You can get that on our Patron. You can get those early conversations on our Patron.
Our especial Patron.
What's it called?
Podcasting.
Patron.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're fucking luscious, so maybe we do need to use the
I like it. I actually like it more than Patron.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. Or if you're less than the cost of an airline bottle of whiskey a month, you too.
I like it. And we have discussed membership cards. I mean,
We have discussed
and everyone's been like, "Great work, Tyson."
Because we have all received, I think, within the last, we all got it within like the last week. Was the not the last couple weeks? Was the Casa Bonita official? What is their elite?
It's their membership.
Tice, do you have it handy?
Do I have it?
I don't know where mine is at, which is terrible because I was so proud of it.
It
was like the Wayne's World when they get backstage and they're like VIP showing everybody. Yeah. Literally, that was me with that damn card.
There it is.
Guess it. Yeah.
The Founders
it's
Club.
Beautiful.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Founders member. Yes.
Yeah. It's and it's even got
now everybody has your number, Tyson. So.
It's even got a strip on the back, which is hilarious.
Yeah. People were sharing like pictures of them like on the Casa Bonita subreddit. People are like, "Dude, you're showing your number," and people are like,
"I don't give a shit." Yeah, what is it for?
Right. Like,
exactly.
Is somebody gonna like reserve me a table like without my permission and then eat without my permission?
Oh, say it in so, yeah.
No, I don't know, but So anyway, that's where the inspiration came from.
Yeah,
it is. Everybody feels special when they get a little card. And I
have. So if our Jabberjaw fans want one, write to us finally, for the love of God.
Finally,
yes.
140 episodes in, please write to us. I will say though that I do collect membership cards because I just think they're funny. Like I used to buy them on eBay, like just weird, random membership cards.
Just like the
membership cards. I still have my Hastings card. I don't know. Nice. I collect stuff like that. Oh yeah.
Oh man, I remember the Hastings. They used to have like the keychain attachment ones too. Didn't they have like the miniature Hastings cards?
That's the one that I have.
Go to the inconvenience of toting around a full size Hastings card.
Oh. Yep.
Super inconvenience.
I loved Hastings. I spent a lot of time at Hayes, Kansas.
God, me too.
When you could rent
so much money was dumped there. 3
movies for like $1 or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, get it back to us eventually. It's cool. Like it was very casual.
I definitely remember like going there with Dawson one time, and they had season 2 of Arrested Development for like $9. And I'm like, you got to buy this.
Yeah, because you were the one that got me on Arrested Development. I remember that specifically.
Yeah, it's a gateway drug to super comedy. Like not saying that like you weren't already there with Strangers with Candy, but
I was like getting there, I would say. Yeah, Strangers was leading the way in a very obscure way.
That is a very interesting way to get into comedy. It's like how people got into comedy because of Monty Python, which is a very weird way to get into comedy because it's so absurd. You know what I mean?
It's very, very absurd.
Not the talk shop.
Upright Citizens Brigade, I think, came before Strangers with Candy for me, though.
It did, yeah. One season on Plex. That is still a standard for that amazing stuff.
Fucking loved it. Yeah. Memories.
It's so funny that Amy Poehler went to Saturday Night Live after that, because she was so crazy on that show, but
absolutely nuts on that show.
She was. Yeah.
She is much more subdued now as like a professional woman who's now a mom, has a podcast. I'm like, who are you? What has happened? This transition is weird, but I still love her.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? Sorry. We got
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
great.
That's
Good.
it.
All right, next
Good.
topic.
Good.
Glad we got that over with.
How do we wish we were doing? Yeah, they're
Better,
better.
always.
Hey,
Yeah.
is it hot enough for you? Let's do some
Let's
local
talk
news.
about that
We
heat.
should talk about the heat.
Oh, God.
Every day I just get a new Alexa notification that's like, first thing over, like, Alexa, what are you going to tell me? And it's like, oh, you're under a heat advisory for another day. And it's like, thanks. I don't have to look at anything or care for the rest of the day. It sums it up for me. It's like, it doesn't get as hot here as it does in Kansas, but the humidity, it just sucks. It just
Well, I'm going to talk
Yeah.
about it in a little bit, but there's this thing called corn sweats. Have you heard
corn
about this?
sweats.
Yeah.
I've not heard of this.
So where they grow corn, so Iowa's kind of like the center of the corn industry in the United States.
Uh-huh.
And what happens is that I can skip this headline next. Anyway, go ahead. What happens is that there's a point where the corn is growing, and then it sucks all the water out of the ground. The stalks do, and then it emits it through the corn into the atmosphere. And so basically, what happens is it amplifies the humidity, and so it happens for like a week, right? So I was looking at a map in Iowa last week. The heat index was 122 degrees
Ooh.
because of the corn sweat,
Whoa.
Oh,
which is a great name for a band, by the way. So let's all
yeah,
write that down. Corn sweat, or
Check.
maybe because of the corn sweat. That'd be a good one.
possibly.
Because of
But
the
anyway,
corn sweat.
yeah. So like that was just adding to this giant like dome of heat that's like sitting
It's
over.
also a great title of an album. You could do so much with the album art.
You could.
It's true. It's good.
Let's think of it now.
Corn sweat.
Um,
Uh,
Yeah,
weird.
it sucks. It's been terrible. It was 115 degrees when I went to the doctor earlier today.
Can I ask you guys a question about your deodorant, real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
This got brought up by Jonas's aunt. This was a number of months ago, but she was kind of freaking out about, there's all that natural deodorant that's out there, but you will go through it. Like your armpit odor, sweat, what have you, will go through that stuff in like a period of 1 to 2 hours. There's just not a
Yeah.
great natural deodorant out there.
Mhm.
On the other side, like I know guys in particular don't give a shit at all. They're just like, you know what? I've been using Old Spice for I don't even know how long, and I like it. I don't care if there's aluminum in it.
Old
Me
Spice.
as a woman in her 40s, I'm like, maybe I should care about aluminum now. I don't know. I've literally tried, I'm not joking, like 8 different deodorants this summer
Oh my.
of the natural variety. And they all go back to this sucks. I just wasted $12.
I'm guessing that's like just kind of a fact of life. I'm guessing the only thing that really works is the aluminum stuff, and it's kind of like the DEET with the like they have the friendly
The friendly
mosquito
heat.
repellent, but like it really doesn't do jack
That's a good
shit.
point.
So I
Yeah.
wonder because I'm sure if there was something that worked, like they wouldn't put that shit in there. Like I don't know. I've heard conflicting information about. Like I think it's more credible than like say the fluoride in the water thing, but I don't know like how, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how like legitimate the science is.
Well,
So
I mean,
basically, we should just roll the dice, and maybe you get the big C, maybe you
I
don't
guess
from
it
it.
depends on if you surround yourself with people or not. Like if you don't surround yourself
that's
with
a good point.
people, like then I don't see why.
Right.
If
Yeah.
nobody, let's just make a rule right now that somebody has to complain, and until somebody complains, you don't have to wear deodorant and put yourself at risk.
All right. I'm going to
I,
remember that next
I,
time I visit Indianapolis
We'll just
or Kansas City.
we'll let you know. Be like, God damn, it smells like hippie chicken here. Yeah.
Patchouli much?
yeah.
Well, that's kind of where I think that came from. Is you cover? That's like what they used to do in ye olden times. Is you put the perfume.
1960.
Yeah, they covered up the fact that they were like rolling around in shit, basically.
The smell of Woodstock. Yes.
Yes, the smell of Woodstock.
Do you guys, this is a really weird thing, but like, it's not weird. I don't know. I don't really use deodorant unless I'm going to a social event. All right.
Uh-huh.
I think that's fine.
Yeah,
I think that's fine.
and only if it's hot out. If it's cold, I don't use it. And the thing is, because I don't even know how to broach this, but girls I used to date used to like my pheromones. They like the smell of me. Even when I sweated, they like the pheromones. You know, when I
Okay.
was a younger man, and so I never wore anything. And I remember,
Yeah, but you guys don't smell. I will say that. Like, I've known you guys both for like 2 decades plus now. I've not smelled either of you. Like, I've never had a moment where I was like, Jesus Christ. Like,
and I hope if you have that,
sidebar.
I hope yes, I hope you do that sidebar if that ever happens.
I think we, I think
I
we, I think
will.
we, I think we
We're
cancel
at
each
that
other
point
out.
in our friendship, guys, where I will be like,
I think,
yo,
I think alone we stink, but together we're like, we combine forces to not smell. Amazing. That's our superpower right there.
uh,
When together, they're not smelly.
there was, but there's one time at that during that age time when I was going with a girl that I actually really liked, and she goes, "Have you thought about wearing deodorant?" And I was like, "No," and she goes, "It doesn't matter what kind." And I was like, and I
oh God.
and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Most women like how I smell." And then it was one of those things where
Oh,
like
what a bitch.
I didn't say
Later, tired.
I didn't say that. What I said was, "Oh, I don't think she's the right girl for me if she doesn't like the way I smell."
You're a
That's
gentleman. Yeah.
that's. But Beth did tell me that as she used to like my smell, but as older I got, it's changed. That's an old man thing. You change your smells change. You start to smell like rotting human as you get older. You just do, and I'm
That's
sure.
like
That's
my
true.
grandfather. Like I distinctly remember the smell of my grandpa Smith. Like he just like since like my earliest memory of him, like it's just like he has like there's a Grandpa Smith smell, and
Yeah.
it's like refined Pope's. I don't know. Like it's I don't, it's hard to describe, but it's
It
like
is. It
grandpa
is.
smell.
It's like a sweet rotting smell. Like
Kinda, yeah.
kind
It's
of.
kind of
I
kinda,
mean,
yeah. It's why the nursing homes all smell like Lysol. It's to hide
Yes.
yeah.
It's to hide the death. Yeah.
to hide the slow onset of death. Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
nice that people don't spray people in like old folks' home with Lysol directly because they
Oof,
want to
that'd be
do that.
bad.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
for
just
sure.
we don't know that they don't do that, but I mean, I'm guessing some of your more bargain
I
basement.
feel like some places in Hayes America might, to
That's
be
possible.
honest,
Just
and other small towns throughout the US, but whatever.
don't worry, those hospitals are going to be closed by next year. So
that's true.
Problem solved.
Gonna be on the street. Yep.
Thanks, Trump. God, you're smart.
God, golly, you're smart. Hmm.
um, but yeah, no, I don't. I mean, is there any actual correlation between aluminum and cancer? I mean, is there? I mean, is this a Robert
I
RFK thing? I mean,
Supposedly there are papers about it. Have I read any of those? No. But
yeah,
I know a lot of people who are very hippy dippy who have supposedly. So I guess there is some sort of connection between the two. But, me in my 30s, I was like, whatever, I'm going to use what works. And then me
yeah,
in my
yeah, yeah.
40s, I'm like, I don't want to die before I'm 80. Like, I got to fucking look this shit up now. So
Right.
we'll see.
Like many things, like while you're finding a mate, use it and
Yeah,
then kick that shit out. Like
yeah,
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 the
yeah.
charm and the like yeah, just
Charm
toss
him
it,
and
just
then,
toss it.
yeah, reel him in
Um,
and keep him in your basement.
I mean,
you know,
there's the other end of the spectrum, which is like the Axe body spray, which is just too much. Like it's like so it's just like
That was gonna be my other thing because for a number of years, sorry, bro, but my brother would just cover it up with that stuff. And there is no amount of Axe body spray that will cover up some BO. You just got to shower. It's just a hygienic
that.
thing.
That's true. You should shower. that's that's very true.
There are some dirty boys out there. My brother is not dirty anymore. He's a very successful, smells good man, ladies, single. But back in the day, no.
Uh,
Good God. I had to share a bathroom with him during high school, and I still have PTSD from it.
Even
So,
in high school, he was doing that. He was just like, "I'm not going to shower. I'm
oh
just going to."
yeah, Yeah.
This is, I mean,
He had video games and he was like webmaster of Hayes High. He had shit to do. So he was like, going to school now.
Again, that's what they used back in the day. It's just bringing it back. I like that.
Yeah.
So
Whatever works.
now, due to be accurate and truthful and informed according to the American Cancer Society, it is a myth. There's no strong epidemiological. How do you say that? Epidemiological.
epidemiologically,
Epidemiological.
Say that
Uh,
3 times fast, both of you. Go.
no.
epidemiological studies that link
That was great.
cancer risk and antiperspirant use. So it looks like it is largely a myth.
And that actually leads into my other comment, which is like, your hippie friends read the scientific reports. No, they didn't.
Yeah, exactly. And this goes back to I'm a gullible person.
It's
I
fine.
need to stop believing all my stupid friends.
It's fine. These things, they just, they material. I've heard this for years. Like I've heard this.
I have to, but a lot of it was because because now I have to watch like fucking Good Morning America on ABC every morning, and I don't mind, it's fine.
Is
But
that a part of the aging process too?
it's part of the Beth process. And so like what you do is they get 30 minutes of news, and then they get to like fluff, and then at 45 they do commercials where they bring in
Okay.
products. And one of those things, those product, many times is that no aluminum, and and I'm just like, oh, doesn't sound right. Like, I'm like, aluminum, it's fucking super useful, like,
That it is.
so,
Indeed. Yes.
I don't
Big fan. All right. Well, I'm going to keep aluminum on my pits.
There you
Thanks,
go.
guys.
There you go. All right.
I mean,
Makes you
do
feel
you,
better. You can
Drilling
level out.
down into the truth. Yeah.
do you okay, this is very personal, so you don't have to answer this. Do you find
I'm
that
an open book.
I know you are. and so
Sorry, Dad.
so do you find that you're sweating? I mean, that you're smelling more, or are you just always you're just the
It's a fair
same?
question. And I will answer that truthfully. Yes, but here's the weird thing. I'm sweating more out of one armpit than the other.
Mm.
And then the other armpit smells more like onions sometimes, not all the time, than the other. So what is that? Riddle me that.
Which boob is bigger on either side?
Uh my friends do this, like the gays. They're like here then I think it's this one is a little more
And
down low.
is that okay? Is that the onion or the other one?
That's the onion.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's a tuber. You have a tuber. That's a potato. Sorry. Uh, I don't know. I mean, that's as good as science.
Goodness.
That's as good as science as aluminum.
Until I hear something stronger. Yep. I'm going with
Well,
that.
okay, and here is a little TMI, but I also have that nipple pierce. So somebody was telling me that could be contributing to the smell as well. Because I've had that thing, not the same one. That would be gross. I was about to mention someone we both all know very well who's not changed hers, and it's really nasty.
Rusted.
Yeah, just I don't even know. But I mean, I got it done in my 20s, so there's been stuff in it for a while
Yeah.
of the sterling silver variety.
You said the one.
Yeah, just the one.
All right. And how did you pick which one?
Uh Truthfully, I went with Francesca Piazza, and I did the one opposite of whichever one she picked.
All right. So it was like
Yeah, it was just like, hey, I want to get it done. I'll do that one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
anyway, the more you know, rainbow.
Absolutely.
Just trying to figure out my smells, y'all.
Yeah.
It's fine.
On the internet. Yeah.
The deal is, these are the things that matter. You know?
True.
To each other and to ourselves, right?
You
it's
know what's
fine.
funny about that? My dad,
Who doesn't listen to the podcast?
No, he does not. Thank God. But he did send me a picture of a trunk full of stuff, like memorabilia. And I think I told you both the anger that was felt when I went through that trunk like
No,
10 years ago.
I don't remember this.
And I realized that my father had thrown away all my CDs, but he left all of the inserts.
I think you did tell
And
me.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh my fucking God. what is wrong? Like, why did you do that?
Kind of maniac.
That is, yeah. It's like, I just
So
want
that,
you. Sorry.
yeah, this is my father. He was like, "Hey, Jess, I still have that trunk. I'll move it into the bedroom." Like, we're going through pictures and all kinds of stuff. That's the point we're at. Because now I'm in a house. He's like, "Take your stuff." So
Right.
he's like looking at the trunk and he found like the leader, like many different, Fort Hayes leader newspapers on top, including the one of Tyson and I doing basic. He's like, "Hey, I didn't know that you were on the front page of the leader."
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Anyway, this is probably why I'm very very much an open book and make sure that all of the men in my life know absolutely everything about me.
I
Good
uh
Christ.
I think it was Meredith, maybe. She gave me a copy of that article where
Uh-huh.
she went in and she literally,
I remember that. Highlighted it. Yeah.
oh, she used a typewriter to X out the things and type in the correct way to write an article, you know, and then
Oh, I didn't know she did that.
yeah, I'll send it to you. I've got a scan. It's hilarious. It's like,
That's fucking funny.
yeah, it is.
Good stuff.
It was
What
like,
was his name? Who wrote that again? I can't remember. Huh.
I don't even remember that I would want to remember. I'm sure he's running some blog somewhere in fucking Nebraska.
It's actually pretty spot on. Anyway, Jabber Jaw remembers.
Sorry, that's true. Yeah.
Next subject.
This is all inside baseball for you guys who don't even know. Oh, well,
Uh
okay. So I have a weird story. So it's not that weird, but my acupuncturist, uh, one of the guys, Dr. Yee, I called him Dr. Lee until I realized I was calling him the wrong name for a long goddamn time.
huh.
Um, he goes. I ask him every time I go on Mondays. He's like, "What'd you do this weekend?" And I'm like, "I have to remember because I forget." And then he goes, I go, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I went to church." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And so I was like, I kind of like to go to your church. It's a Korean church. It's not English, just a
Okay.
church. And
Okay.
so I was like, that's a weird, interesting experience. Not necessarily weird, but interesting. And so I went last Sunday, not this past, but previous, and walked in, grabbed a program which was all in Korean. Guy was like, "You want this?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because it's for my scrapbook. And and so I went to the doors of the so this Korean group rents out like a Baptist church every
Uh-huh.
year, every
Yeah.
Sunday. And so I went, and I went to the thing, and he goes, I was like, "Hey, I'm looking for Dr. Lee," and he goes, "Oh, I'm not sure who that is." He's like, "Do you know his first name?" I was like, "No, I do not." Sorry. And he's like, um, and then I'm like, first off, I got his name wrong. It's Yee, not Lee. And so, anyway, I feel this pat on my back, and it's Stephen. His name is Stephen. So
Okay.
anyway, sorry. So we go into this church. There's a band, like all modern churches do this. Apparently, there's
Yeah.
a band, a rock band, playing songs and singing and whatever.
Oh my
And
God. What was the name of the band?
no, the fucking church band, they didn't have a name. They weren't
They didn't.
gigging.
Oh, damn it. All right.
They're not gigging.
Okay.
The Ho Chi Minh Square. No,
Excellent. Great
yeah.
name.
So anyway, the wrong country. Anyway, so they were playing, and he's so happy that I'm there. He's like, he's talking to me. He's just
Very sweet.
that's very
yeah,
nice.
he's the sweetest dude. And so and I was like, he's like, did you do you have your AirPods? Or he's like, because there's a translator, and they'll translate, you know, the Korean to English. I don't know why. I was the only white person in there. Everyone else was Korean. So that guy has the easiest gig in the world, apparently. Like he doesn't even need to do it. And so like I looked around. I was like, there's no one that's checking this out unless you're like a little kid and you don't know Korean. Maybe that's like it,
Right.
right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
so I was like, no, I don't. I came to just experience this, and I feel like saying it's church, dude. I know what they're gonna say. It's about Jesus and the Bible and shit. But I didn't say that. And so like he was like, well, okay. And then he goes and he finds these like Bluetooth headphones, and he's like, here, this. And I'm like, I don't need them. And he's like, you do realize it's gonna be in Korean. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm here. And he goes, oh, okay, all right. So we sit and we talk. We kind of got to know each other a little bit more. Real nice. Um, anyway, so things start, um, and the bottom line is it's just church. I mean, it's just like a regular church service. It's like they read a little bit, like they read from some stuff, like from the Bible. It's in Korean. Some of it's in English. Sometimes they read stuff in English. They say things in English, which is kind of interesting. Um, and then about an hour and a half long, and
Oof.
it's a Catholic. The Koreans are Catholic.
I was going to ask what religion. So it's
Yeah.
Catholic.
Yeah,
Catholic.
they're
Okay.
Catholic. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hard pass.
hour and a half mass. That's what I was expecting. Like I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but he did give me a copy of the sermon that was in English. So dude starts. So they do some songs, blah blah blah, and it's all rock songs. Like one of the songs sounded like a Pearl Jam song. I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. And so, and there's a big screen above the thing, and it has the Korean language and also the English language translation. And I get the feeling that a lot of these songs were written in Korean because they don't translate well to English. And I'll give you my favorite example is the song. There was a song, and it was like, Lord, have your way with us." And,
Excellent.
I'm
Fantastic.
like, no, no.
Perfect translation.
Yeah, I was like, no, no, no. So anyway, it was fun. And then guy gets up, does the sermon. I read his sermon while he's doing it. It's a lot easier to read really fast. He's really pokey, and but I at least know basically where he is during the sermon. And so anyway, um, and then he does a song. He does a song, and it's like a 20-minute banger where like he switches it up between he starts with Korean for like 7 minutes, and then he switches it to English, which I felt obligated to sing because I didn't want to offend my friend, and that was the "God Have Your Way with Us" song. And then
Fucking A. Tyson.
and then and then and then like we're doing the whole thing, and basically like and then he does this thing where he goes in Korean. He's like he does like a Joel Osteen. So the band's playing, and he goes and he starts in Korean. He's like, but this is what I imagine he would say. He's like, you know what God is like? God is the Lord. God is the blah, blah," and he's like scatting, but it sounds crazy because it's in Korean, and it's like I'm just like, what is happening? And then the band leader's like doing these numbers where she's like, like like trying to be like, okay, and then he at one point goes, and the band drops down, and then he does a
Wow.
little number after that, and then it comes back up, and then everybody's singing. This song was 20 minutes long. I am not kidding you. And so,
It's a
and
freaking event.
it was, and but I feel like that's just what churches are like now in metro areas, and everybody in the band. There was like two people that were probably over 18, and everybody else was like, you know, kids, but they
Sure.
were good.
Yeah.
It was
So I
fine.
think it's funny. You don't know whether it's Korean or sort of like KC metro area culture that you experienced just in Korean.
Well, the thing is, I have been to a KC Metro church that was, not in Korean, and it was very similar. They
So that's
they
what I'm
put they
saying.
put
So
the
it's
lyrics.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's wow.
so it was very much just like, okay, this is it's church in the big city, They got to have a show. I will say this: I grabbed as much little petty cash as that I had, which was $3 in my car to when they pass the plates. No passing of the plates.
Really?
Oh,
Kind of
they've
cool.
changed that.
Pretty cool.
That
I
is
don't.
interesting. They pass around like an iPad or something
Like a
because
They
QR
yeah,
code?
QR code,
like and subscribe. They did have a cure. They did have a QR code,
Catholicism.
type it up
Right.
here.
and so anyway, it was and so like then they wrapped up, and then they did the thing, and and he's like, "Do you want to stay for potluck?" He's like, and he,
Oh, please tell me you did. You
I was
did, right?
really cute. So like, well, I hell yeah, because it was gonna be authentic Korean food.
Fuck
Right,
yes. That's what I'm
right.
talking about.
And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I am in. Like I'm like, okay. And so like so yeah. so, so anyway, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna stay, but then at the end I was like, oh, you can't pass this up. And he's like, today's dinner is like a fish eggs on rice with some vegetable, and I'm like, that I've never had fish eggs like that. I was like, that sounds pretty awesome. You know,
Yeah.
so, and he was so cute. He's like, there's two separate places because this is how churches work, right? Uh, there's the place where the single people go to eat, and then there's the place where the married people go to eat, right?
Interesting.
Funny.
Yeah, and so he's like, now if you want to go to the married place, I'll go with you. And I'm like, my wife's out of town, but she's not gonna get upset about me going to the single place. Like, it's okay.
Oh,
I'm like, she's not gonna expect me to hook up.
oh.
And so, like so I was like, yeah. And so I went to the restroom, and then I stood outside, and he was talking to some people, and he kind of disappeared. And I got more side eye from every single person in that place than I have ever experienced in my life.
No shit.
I was the white person there, and no other people aside from Koreans were there. And they were like, literally, like, like trying to, and then I got full on stares, like,
They probably thought you were.
I mean,
They probably thought you were ice. That's my guess. They thought you
and
were
so
ice.
they might have thought I was like, and so anyway,
Undercover.
and so anyway, I,
It's not very Christian of them, I
Right,
should
right. It's
say.
because he didn't
I
wear the head. He didn't
know,
wear the earbuds. They're like he didn't even understand any of it. Yeah. He's ice.
I
He
get it.
just wants you to accept him, all right? Come on.
Everybody, all churches say the same shit. Anyway, so, and we were talking about I don't know.
The story does not make me want to go back to church, by the way.
Yeah,
P.S.
well, it's worth it for the show. It's kind of like seeing I don't know. It's
Was
like
it like Korean righteous gemstones on some level?
Yeah, I was gonna like. It didn't
the
want me to
guy,
go to
the guy,
church,
the
but it did
preacher
want me
was
to.
the
Yeah, it wanted me to watch King Ralph for some reason. I haven't seen
the
that movie in
the
a
the
long time. It just
preacher
reminds
the
me of King
preacher
Ralph. Anyway,
the
go ahead.
the preacher had those vibes a
Okay.
little bit, but he was
Yeah.
much more warm than anybody on the
That's
righteous
nice.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was great. It's one of the things.
Listen, I like a good sermon, or I used to when I was a part of all that.
He
Yeah.
opened his sermon with a story about Mr. Beast. That was his. You know how like people have to try to make things current,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course.
and he brought up something where it was like it was about patience and whatever, and it was about the Holy Spirit and yada yada yada, and and it like, but the thing is like it doesn't matter what language they're speaking, you still kind of pick up on the vibe, of what they're
Right.
trying
Yeah.
to do,
Yeah.
and there were a lot of like kind of weird nods to being an immigrant, and
Yeah.
in the sermon and in this, and and there's a little laughter and whatever. A lot of people kept saying amen, which I thought was very interesting because that's not a Catholic thing
Mm,
to do. That
no.
but anyway, so my friend disappeared for like 15 minutes, and I was just getting stared at. And so I went to him and I say, "Look, this has been really fun, but I have to go." Like I was like, I didn't even stay for the food. He's like, "Well, do you want a plate of food?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to." Like
I
no,
don't think they want me to eat
I don't think
the
that.
food.
I don't think anybody wants me to be here. And so like and I didn't tell him that. Obviously, I told him that the next day when I saw him on Monday. And of course he was trying to save me, so he's super excited about me coming to the next church event. I mean, he's a Christian, right? And he's like,
Sure.
but I was like, look, it was just an experience. I was like, I grew up in Western Kansas. You can go to the white church or the white church or the white church. This was just an experience for me to see something else.
You're
Yeah,
like, You know what, bud? I like you. You're not
yeah,
going to save me. All
yeah.
right. My
Well,
wife's an atheist. I
yeah.
don't know. I kind of tend to go that way too.
And so yeah, and I didn't say any of that. I just said it was really. He was like, and then finally he was like, "Well, that's really cool that you would like to experience something." I'm like, "Okay, good, we're good, okay." And then and then I saw him again yesterday for my treatment, and I was like, "Listen, there's bar trivia on. Are you good at trivia?" And he's like, In college I was," and I'm like, well, in my brain, I'm like,
Were you
well,
like, come to my church now?
I was like, well, Jefferson's has trivia night, and I was like, that is my church, and so
Hmm.
and so I was
I
like,
like it.
in my brain, I'm like, well, you probably know more about the Bible than I do, and medicine than I do, so I was like, so that's good.
That'll be
Uh,
fun.
and then he was like, well, Tuesdays are prayer night. We have a thing coming up, and I'm just like, okay, all right. I was like,
Oh, what a sweetheart.
You're gonna
God.
have to slowly tilt this dude to the dark side, Tyson.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Like
did ask.
you'd have to needle him. We'll just every just needle him a
I did.
little bit. Yeah.
I asked
This
him
is a
one time, like a month ago. I said, "You go to church a lot. Are you going to meet a girl?" And he goes, "Well, if you meet a nice girl at church, that's just a bonus, you know." And I can tell you honestly, there was one girl. There was like 30 dudes and one girl.
We
And
used to say
oof.
the same thing about going to the bar too, though.
that's true. That's
You
true.
know, so
And she was a bass player, and she wore like this kind of. She must be the belle of the ball at the church. That's
It's got to
all I can
be.
think.
Yeah.
nice.
With those odds. God damn.
So anyway, so that was a weird thing that I did.
I think it was neat that you just sort of thought, you know
I
what?
do too.
Like neat. That's
Yeah.
neat. Yeah.
I don't know. Your life is just built up of weird experiences or experiences. You should try to find the weirdest ones or interesting ones. I wouldn't say this was weird. I would say that it was more homogenized than I thought it would be, but that was still kind of weird. You know what I mean? I don't know
Sure.
what I was expecting, but it was nice. And then I was like trying to be really thoughtful and pay attention to this Korean speak that I didn't understand. And I looked over at my friend, and he's just fucking scrolling through his phone during the. And I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I
I
don't
mean,
have to be here."
I have not to put it in context. I think I could probably say the same safely for up until this for you is like I have not been in church since the advent of the smartphone, so I have to imagine that made church vastly more tolerable.
Yeah.
And I
Very
never thought about
different.
that. Like I used to like just do like I had to like doodle like on the program. Like
Right?
that's
Yeah.
how I entertained myself.
Yep.
Was like I doodle in the program, and I used to use it as like a checklist to like, all right, done. That's out. Done. Done. All right, 3 more. Use that little golf pencil.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but it's really not even. Now that church really doesn't mean that much to be people going. Now that the smartphone exists, I think it's
It's
Yeah, I'm
like
kind of curious. Were there any cell phones that went off during the service, or like,
no. There
did
was a
you
lot.
check them at the door?
No, no. I mean, I looked over. I mean, this guy's probably like 26 years old. He's got a bunch of bro friends, and like as much as bro friends you can have at church, and they're just like, they're all kind of just like, I don't know. I was like, oh, maybe they're. I mean, they did pray, when they were asked to pray. There was a countdown
Yeah.
clock before the service started. I thought it was very interesting.
that's
Like
actually pretty useful. Yeah,
it was kind of like the beginning of a football game. I was like, all right.
Getting them pumped. Yeah.
it's
And
the
then
illusion of excitement. Yeah, I like it.
and they had these things like they would prompt you. They'd be like, "Service starting in 3 minutes. Please make some prayers for yourself."
Wow.
And
Really is like an event now.
yeah, it
Craziness.
really
Yeah.
was. Yeah, and I went to Sally and her ex husband's church once, and I just was like, they put the words up on the screen, and you're supposed to sing it, or whatever, and then
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're like, but I don't know the melody, like you're just like, like, at least with the books you can see the notes go up or down, you have a
That's
Right.
little bit
that's
of
true.
clue,
Oh yeah, that's
you know,
true. Yeah.
and
Oh
this is
yeah.
just like words, but anyway, it was really interesting. I'm really glad I went, and I will share a picture of the band with the post.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was gonna say we need pictures for our social media presence. So The fans need to know.
Shout
need to
out to
know.
Korean churches everywhere.
You
God
need to
bless
know.
you.
Yes. You have fulfilled our religious obligations for the
Way to go, Tyson.
duration
Wow.
of the tenure of this show.
For the
thank
rest
you.
of
Yep.
the year.
The rest of the year,
rest of the show.
very easily.
Maybe the 10 years.
Maybe.
I nominate Smith next to carry that baton.
I'm not sure what my next religious experience is going to be, but it very may include a Korean buffet. So
yeah, right. You know what?
that is
If I
kind of awesome. Like I'm sure I would
Hey,
have
you
done
know
the
what?
same thing. I was like,
I will
holy
go to
shit.
some Korean fried chicken. There's
Oh.
a place called Bonchon by the Alamo Draft House. I will nominate myself to go there.
I've not had. I'm a
have
big
you had Korean
bologna
fried
fan.
chicken?
Yeah,
Oh,
in New
yeah.
York.
We
It's
just had,
delicious.
we just had it for the first time like 2 weeks ago. At,
What is? I don't know if I know that about Korean fried chicken.
It's the fried chicken, but they can spice it different ways. But
Okay.
it's like all hard fried. Like it's fucking
The
delicious.
fry, yeah, it's spicy and excellent. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a big fan.
Huh.
Tice, do you like it? You really like it as opposed to just like traditional fried chicken?
Well, I mean,
Because you're like our resident fried chicken guy.
I like it for what it is.
Yeah.
I like the idea that like there's this old joke in The Simpsons where Mo bought a fryer from like a warship, and
Hmm.
the joke is that you can flash fry a buffalo in 6 seconds, and that's kind of how I felt about this chicken, because like it was definitely like, and it's all
Yeah.
coated, and then it's just like, and then you get it, and it's juicy, and it's just like.
Do they do the whole chicken at once? Do they fry the entire
No.
chicken at once?
No.
They do not. No. So
But you
okay.
can
No.
buy an entire chicken for like $22, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
like and then you just
It's like what 4 wings will set you back these days.
I
So
know, right?
that's pretty
It is
amazing.
It is National Wing Day, by the way.
Oh, I saw that
Oh,
actually. I got it's one of
yay.
the
Happy Wing Day.
I got an email from
You
some
should definitely
purveyor of chicken that
you should
reminded me
definitely
of
look
that.
it up, Matt. It's kind of an experience.
Korean fried chicken. I'm
Yeah.
sure somebody
You'll like it, Smith, for sure.
I like yeah.
Guarantee they have some Korean fried chicken in Indianapolis.
Oh, I guarantee you too.
For sure. Yeah.
Probably huge. I'm gonna get on the Reddit and be like, hey, who's got the
Who's got the goods?
best Korean fried chicken in town?
When we went, I loved it because it was just a very diverse group. There was like
Perhaps there's a Korean churches.
hit this.
Oh.
There it is. Took me a minute.
Yeah. Took us all a minute.
Oh my god. Well, on that note, should we get into some headlines?
Probably.
Headline of the week.
I was sitting.
Feels good to say headline of the week and not the month.
It
Way to
does.
go, guys.
Yeah. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. Pee-wee's Big Adventure original red bike acquired by the Alamo.
Oh, that was so awesome.
Warmed my heart.
The bike will be permanently displayed in the future Alamo Visitor Center and Museum opening fall 2027. Road trip, everyone.
I was going to say that there are very few reasons why I would return to Texas. That is one of them. So
I love San Antonio. I will go there anytime.
I would like to go. Is that where so I'm assuming that's where the Alamo is based. So,
it is.
Or near.
Yes.
So I would.
And it's actually pretty cool.
I would actually love it. And now that they've got his bike, like that's pretty dope.
At a certain time, they had a world-renowned zoo too, because I went to that zoo as well.
Really?
Yes, the zoo is cool too. And there is a 24/7 Mexican restaurant that Jonas and I went to not once, but twice during a 2-day weekend.
Wow. I don't know if I've ever
Fucking amazing. They've got like
24-hour
mariachi. It's so good. Yeah, you guys will love it.
Maybe we should plan a Pee-wee inspired road trip.
That would be good. That would be good.
That would be fun. Yeah.
2027.
Where are those dinosaurs at? We can go hit those dinosaurs up.
Oh, that's I think that's in Arizona or New Mexico.
Okay, it's
But that's not saying we can't go. I'm just saying that would be. They did something for the dinosaurs with the release of the thing, didn't they?
Oh, did they? I don't know if I saw.
I don't remember. I don't think I saw that.
I just knew it was a real place, but I knew for some reason maybe it was part of the documentary. I
think in the documentary, because it was going to be featured in the documentary, they did something. They repainted it. They did some repairs or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I do want to see those, so that would be a treat.
This is from the Wall Street Journal. This just weirds me out, but I mean, beautiful people make the world go round. So these restaurants, salons, and workouts are free for hot people if they post about them.
Oh
So
God, puke.
so there's this app that this influencer model started, and basically, if you will get free haircuts, free workouts, free dinners, free drinks, if you go and you're hot, and there's some sort of thing where you go and then post about it. So you can sign. So businesses sign up for this as a way to increase their business thing.
Free publicity.
He says, with that in mind, he offers 30 to 40 free meals a month to models and influencers using an app called Neon Code. So, any listeners out there that happen to be hot, look up Neon Code, and then get going. I downloaded it, and it wouldn't even load on my phone. So anyway,
Tyson.
So, like, do you go eat and then
This is
based on
such
if you're
ass.
hot,
I
you're
can't fucking
reimbursed?
stand
Like, I
it.
kind of like this idea because, like, this is gonna work for idiots. And so it's like, hey, just if you think you're hot, just send us a picture of you eating at this restaurant and we reimburse you.
oh
Like,
no, it's not a reimbursement.
Just watch
oh,
like the little roll through of
oh
like
my
all of the
god.
people.
No, you book time there, and they go, oh yeah, okay, we'll hook you up, because you're gonna give us a thing.
Okay, we're gonna do a little Jabberjaw investigates. I'm gonna have Sarah Glassman download this app and try to get free shit.
I like it. I like it.
This is the best investigative report we've ever proposed.
I think so too.
Oh, so good. That might destroy her. That's not very nice. Actually, to be fair, I mean,
I wonder if it's like a sliding scale, like, like depending on how hot you are. So, like, like I might there might be like I don't know, like a Golden Corral in like southwestern Missouri. That's like, yeah, we're all about it. Come check it out.
maybe
Yeah.
like, or more along the lines of apps, no entrees. Like
uh, uh,
Oh, that was a good one.
good to laugh at reality.
Doing a delayed one again.
Yeah, very good.
Made me cry.
here's our little tech entrepreneur that started this thing.
Tech.
Oh la la.
He
Yeah.
hooked up with somebody that was I can't remember. I'm not gonna look through this, but he
What
was
a brilliant idea, girl.
basically she just goes anywhere. Like even in like Minnesota, she can just spend her day getting free shit, and then like as long as she posts a picture, which she's gonna do anyway because she's an influencer slash model.
Ugh, puke. Just influencer. Like
Right.
the word.
Right. Like, because
makes
as a
me
model,
want
technically,
to vomit.
like it's implied that you're an influencer, isn't it? Like you're a model for something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's great that attractive people have technology working on their behalf. I think that they really have
attractive people
gone
don't
through
enough
life
in this
and
society.
You're
now,
right.
yeah.
You're
So
right.
good for
They
you.
don't.
Yeah.
They've had a
We've had a
tough,
really hard time.
They really have.
You know?
They really
tough
have.
road.
We
to
should
hoe.
reflect on that.
We should make it up to them with free meals and
Yeah.
treating them like they're special.
It's like the
I'll give you a free thing.
it's like a reverse snap program. It's like it's not good for everybody, anybody.
Somebody's
Terrible.
gonna extend this to like the drive-through at Dairy Queen and be like, you know who I am? What do you mean $4.79 for a small blizzard? I don't think you know who I am. But
I feel like we should try this at Taco Shop in Hayes, America.
we should try to sign them up. We should see if yeah.
When was the last time you guys went to Dairy Queen? Just curious.
Shockingly recently, like within the last couple, it's like
I go to Dairy Queen
weeks.
at least. Oh, last time was in Kirksville, Missouri, when my sister was in town, and there was an issue with one of the because I really like a vanilla cone. Every summer it's like a thing, so that's my traditional thing to do in Kirksville, Missouri. and my sister was making fun of me because it was so hot out. It immediately started to melt on my hand.
Yeah.
And I was holding my arm outside of the car. And she was like, oh my God, Jess, just get a fucking bowl. I'm like, no, tradition. Meanwhile, there's fucking cicadas like flying into the car. It was a horrible experience.
I had it when I was at Hayes for want to get my wisdom teeth out because I was limited to soft foods, and there's two soft foods. There's JD's country style chicken, and Dairy Queen, and so we went, and I couldn't get a Blizzard though because it had chunks, so I just had to get a milkshake.
Oh,
Like Dairy Queen vanilla, like this is like such a that's like my favorite ice cream in the world is like Dairy Queen vanilla soft.
me
serve.
too.
Ridiculous.
Me too.
Favorite.
Hell yeah.
Close second though is the Brownie Blast Blizzard, which is just phenomenal, but I couldn't risk it. So
you guys, the reason I brought it up is because you know that thing where like I got a Blizzard about 7 years ago. It's been a minute, and they did that thing where you order it and then they turn it over upside down to show you that it's.
That's the right way to do it. That's how they do it literally at every Dairy Queen in Texas.
And
in Kansas, not so much.
Well, so that, not to interrupt, but I do remember going through a drive-through and they had a disclaimer sign in the window that said, "This location does not flip your Blizzard upside down upon receipt." That was like, what is the story? I need to know the story. Exactly. What is the story?
What happened here?
Yes. Like the reverse of the McDonald's lady who burned herself with the coffee. I'm guessing cold nuts. Guess somehow cold nuts. I can't talk about it. Anyway, sorry. So I was like, this location, I'm sure people ask, it's like, are you going to flip that upside down?
I will not pay for a Blizzard unless they do. By
Independent operator, motherfucker. Anyway, yeah. I'll tell you the story that just because it's Dairy Queen related, but when in high school, we were going to see my friend Brandon Stallman's band play in Plainville. And so it was a bunch of us. This is when we had our VW bus. And so it was a bunch of my friends, Joel, Jesse, Clay Keller, a bunch of Joe Ziegler. And I think I was probably like a freshman in college, maybe a senior in high school. And we went to the Plainville and the show, like we weren't exactly sure where it was. Cause this was like
called the Plainville?
Yeah, well, no, it was just in Plainville somewhere. Okay. And so they were like playing a show. I believe this band's name was Circus, if I'm remembering correctly. And anyway, we were like accosted by local Plainville youth. Like we went into the Dairy Queen because we didn't like we were like super excited because like there were never like local shows, and so of course we went like 4 hours early. And so we're like, what are we going to do for the rest of the day? And so we went to Dairy Queen because like that was, basically the entertainment hub for Plainville, Kansas. Because I think Miller's of Claflin was closed. And so...
hey, local.
And
it counts.
And it counts. And so anyway, we know we were eventually accosted by these Plainville youth that like we're like these are outer towners and we're gonna kick their ass. And so
God
like seriously, and so we were in the Dairy Queen and like these kids like are just like the most cliche like kids like on like bicycles and like skateboards and like so we all go back to the van as we're leaving and like they surround us. And like literally like one guy comes up and does like his best like Matthew McConaughey impersonation about where are y'all from? Where are y'all from? Like, and it's just the weirdest. And so like no, and so finally one of the only dialogue that I remember being exchanged is was it somebody called Jesse Shaver Poindexter, which was actually fairly apropos. Like he would like nailed it. But like I don't remember what he said, but he made some comment and he said, I don't anyway, flat it's kind of a little that troubles me to this day. But kind of terrified. We're all like in Plainville and we're about to, get the shit kicked out of us.
Get your asses kicked?
We were about to get our asses kicked by the Plainville youth. And I don't even remember how we got out of it. I think we negotiated
in my mind, you patted him on the head and said, "You're cute." And we're gonna go.
Yeah, it was scary though. Anyway, sorry.
Dairy
Queen has a
saw the PTSD come back.
A little bit. Yeah, but you just don't think you're safe at a Dairy Queen. That's all I'm saying. it seems innocuous with the dilly bars and whatnot, but it can be rough times. That's all I'm
Could
saying.
be attacked by cicadas or Plainville
And
youth.
right, the unwashed youth of Plainville, Kansas.
All I thought was like you released a hostage and they let you go.
I think they did. I think yeah, that was weird though. We were like, how the fuck do we get out of this? Because like there were, there might be a cop, and it was
Right.
they
This
were
sounds like a
not.
scene from Rad.
It kind of was. Yeah, it kind of was. It was very like '80s movie, sort of like it was like they watched those movies and like learned when they saw like some out of towners. They were like yeah. So
Those guys grown up probably still talk about that to this day.
remember when we kicked those guys' asses at the Dairy Queen? Yeah, I'm sure they probably
Fucking
do.
amazing. Yeah.
No, they probably don't. They probably don't even remember it. That's probably just like they may have done that weekly. Who knows? Daily.
Yeah,
That's Dairy
maybe.
Queen. No repeat visitors. Oh, is Tyson muted? Are you muted?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, Tice. Oh,
oh.
muted.
I've
Oh,
been muted for like 10 minutes. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. I just wanted to clear my throat. No, but it's like, yeah, it's like, there's one dude though that's like best day of my life.
Maybe.
Uh, why didn't you just say we're going to the punk rock show? That should have cleared things up.
I don't think they were aware of the punk rock show. I don't know that would have done much. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. I would probably like look back now and like not be afraid at all, but at the time, I'm not afraid to admit.
terrifying. Yeah.
These people had nothing to lose. I think that's the way I was looking at it in my head. It was like, we're in Plainville, cops are going to be on their side. Like, there's no way. God, they're probably like middle schoolers. Like, we were all probably older than them. Probably.
Probably.
Yep.
All you got to do is bump one of them with your band, and then they'll get going.
I'm trying to,
Give them a little tap.
I'm trying to remember if we like had to like threaten them with the van. Like I don't know. It's all mush. I'm gonna have to talk to. This is why you have good friends, is because I can talk to these people, and our recollection will ultimately.
I feel like Joe listens to this show,
he
so
might.
maybe.
I'm almost positive he was with us, and I think I may not have been the VW. I think now that I think back of it, it was my parents' minivan, which was involved in a number of capers back in the day. But, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, sorry. What were we talking about?
Next headline. Oh, we were
yeah. Dairy Queen
Dairy
and
Queen.
yeah.
Dairy Queen. We do
Sorry,
not
answer your question 20 minutes later. Surprisingly recently, we've both eaten Dairy Queen.
Yes, we have both been there, Tice.
That's good.
Delicious.
Delicious.
I'm gonna have
Holds
to go.
up.
Okay, this is just local news for me that I enjoy. Kansas City Star. There's a comic book company called IDW, and they're releasing a comic book called Godzilla versus America, Kansas City. And
Oh,
story is,
fun.
and it's all about Godzilla destroying Kansas City. So I'm very excited to read
Nice.
them.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's the little things. This is my taco story of the week. Trump always backs down. This is always chickens out. Sorry, that's Tabo. Let's see. This is from the Washington Post. Trump administration releases billions it withheld from schools, including English language learning programs, teacher training, and academic enrichment. They're so worried they're going to lose all their seats at this point. They're just like, okay, let's go. That's all I have to say about that. Unless you guys want to talk about it. I already talked about the corn sweat. And okay, so this is from Variety. This is a thing. It says Piers Morgan. No wonder Stephen Colbert got canceled when most late night hosts are quote activist hats for the Democrats. Okay, two things. Piers Morgan is a giant piece of shit and reviled in his home country.
Amen. Yeah. He fucking sucks.
Let's remember that first off. All right. So he had a show on CNN, right? For like 8 weeks. And then it was so bad, they got fucking booted. So this is, I'm just going to read a little bit of this. This is so damning, Morgan wrote, most because he's not on TV anymore. Dumb fuck. Most of America's biggest late night
Sorry for
hosts.
your loss.
Yeah. Most of America's biggest late night hosts have become nothing more than hyper partisan activist hacks for the Democrats, a party that's rarely been more unpopular. No wonder, really. No wonder Colbert got canned. More will follow. And then later on, they quote Leno, who was featured on
My
oh
ass.
he was on a podcast or something with some fucking right wing Fox thing. He's like, I love
That's a great interview. Super funny.
yeah, I love political humor. This is Leno talking. I love political humor. Don't get me wrong. Classic Leno. But it's just what happens when people wind up cozying too much to one side or the other, Leno said in an interview with David Trullo, president and CEO of the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation Institute. Quote, why shoot just for half an audience all the time? Why not try to get the whole? I mean, I like to bring people into the big picture. No, you're just fucking bad at writing jokes, and you have been for a very long
Very long
time.
time.
I mean, there was a
And then
time.
oh,
There was a time. If you want to see choice peak Leno, look up David Letterman, Jay Leno, early episodes on YouTube. He's funny. They get along. It's before all the
yeah,
bad blood.
yeah.
But he he just sucks. Anyway, so I just wanted to say, everyone's in support of Colbert. I was reading the thing today. He finally might win an Emmy. He's never won an Emmy for his show.
Please. That's my hope and my dream and my wish.
And so I think people will
He deserves it.
rally
He does
to him.
deserve it, yeah.
Yeah. And those are my headlines.
Well done, Tice.
Thanks.
I feel like we all have stuff in our throats. What's going on?
I don't know. I'd like the summer
Humidity.
pills. I don't know. Yeah.
It's the heat.
It's the
that hot.
It's the hot.
That hot heat.
Oh, it's the age. And yeah. slow giving up. Let's start off with
slowly giving up.
Slowly
Sorry.
doing it. No, that's right. Joe Rogan says Trump administration is trying to gaslight you over the Epstein scandal. Couple things. Joe Rogan, as much as I despise you, I am glad that you are picking this to fight on. The fact that this is where you picked up that, hey, maybe this guy is not 100% legitimate, is fucking hilarious. But Joe Rogan got there.
Yeah.
Not the sharpest tool in the Spotify podcast shed. But anyway, yeah, he's like not letting this go with his viewers. This is really not a whole lot of movement on the whole Epstein thing. They interviewed Ghislaine, as we discussed last time.
Correct pronunciation,
yes,
by the way.
Ghislaine. And
I did zero research on that.
This is going to be interesting. He still seems to be freaking out about this. He went to Scotland for like a golfing field trip. I couldn't find an article, like a good article on it, or a good headline, but he got caught cheating at golf, which is like
he did.
Pizza golf.
Did you see the interview that he gave? And in the background, there's this window, and there's like a woman holding up a sign that says "Trump is a cunt."
No, but I need to find
awesome.
That. I do need to find that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. He had all kinds of protests and shit, and just like he just keeps digging himself a deeper hole, and it's going to be fun to follow.
He lost his support of QAnon shaman. Did you guys see
did
that?
lose
Oh,
the
he
support of
did.
QAnon
Yeah,
right?
I did see that. Shyamalan.
Yeah, Shyamalan. I was thinking of the oh boy, the Michael Jackson Shimon. Yeah. QAnon Shimon.
That's our next shirt.
That's a good one. QAnon
Shimon whole wheat. Yeah. So anyway, we'll stay tuned with that one. Good stuff to come. Apparently, she's agreed to testify in front of Congress if they'll cut her an immunity deal. I just wonder if they taped this conversation that he had with the lawyers. Absolutely did not. Which people are going to call bullshit on, because like he has like there's no out for him here. Like, because even if he like. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
This might be the thing. This all the things.
Might be, but who
right?
fucking knows?
It has to be something, right? Like, Yeah.
I mean, it seems unlikely, Teflon Dan and all that stuff, but this might be the one because
No.
he's pissed off
Right. And of course,
everybody.
and it would be something that happened organically via, an effort by the Democratic Party to dethrone him. So I'm with you on this. Like, as long as the Democrats didn't have anything to do with it,
It might work.
it might work.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I agree.
Also, I'll get up the Trump-related news quickly. Trump wants to put Rupert Murdoch under oath right away after filing massive defamation suit. A
God.
$10 billion defamation suit against the Wall Street Journal. I believe sort of predicated on the claim that he wrote Jeffrey Epstein a dirty little birthday note, which obviously he did.
Of course he did.
And who was it that had the great joke the other day? It was like Donald Trump's signature looks like a failing polygraph. Anyway, that's pretty funny. I think it was
Colbert, wasn't it?
No, it was Jon Stewart.
Oh.
John.
I thought that was funny. I was like,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It took too long for that joke to be written. Anyway, this is going to be interesting. Like, he's picking a fight with Rupert Murdoch, who is basically fucking responsible for his success. And so, I don't know. They're gonna, we'll see what happens. Stock market rallies as Wall Street digests the new US-EU trade deal. This just personally drives me nuts on how bullshit the economy is. The report is that investors are feeling confident that Donald Trump reached an agreement with. There was no fucking agreement. He just increased taxes by 15%. Like, like, he invented the whole fucking thing, and they're acting like this is a win that we just got away with 15%. It's like, no, you fucking morons. Like, it's. So I'm sure my neighbors are probably walking their dog and being like, we all amped up about. Anyway, also, too, he mentioned that apparently he might just give everybody a rebate check.
Yeah.
Based on which, in my mind, is wealth redistribution. So I'm all for it, because if you were to do that based on the money spent and give people a refund, that would be a redistribution of wealth. And so, all right.
Have you heard about the baby bonus? Did you see about that?
Oh, is that like where you get like a 401k for a baby? Or...
No, you get no, not even that. It's just like a $5,000 payment to have a baby, and we all know
one-time payment.
Yeah, that's about what it costs to raise a child in the United States.
Pretty much,
$5,000.
Pretty much, yeah. In Guatemala, yes, that is true.
It's so fucking stupid, and they want to put
in the numbers, Tice. Come on,
and they want to put in some funding to teach people about women about menstruation cycles and how they can get pregnant if they need to.
Oh, that's something this country needs, is assistance getting pregnant.
Also, it feels like women probably figured that out when they were like 13 or 12. They kind of picked up.
I went to Mommy Daughter Day in my church basement. Talk about PTSD from church. Yeah, I get it. Trump administration.
There's a lot more homeschooled children now, so Jesus Sings a Song might actually.
That's true.
Yeah. So anyway, who knows how people get pregnant? Who knows?
Immaculate consent.
Find out on the next Jabberjaw.
You too can get pregnant.
We got a $2 billion grant from the Trump administration to explain it to you.
We do actually have.
I want Tyson to do the explaining while I have earplugs in.
When a man loves a woman very much, her body sees his body as a series of ones and zeros. And then eventually, that becomes...
Should just write a grant application and be like, you want some pregnant ladies? We'll give you some pregnant ladies.
I have written RFPs before. I could do it
again. Chimp Crazy star Tanya Haddix.
Yes.
Chimp Crazy star Tanya Haddix. We talked about this Chimp Crazy, a few months ago? Was it this winter that came out? Arrested as authorities find another secret chimp in her home. So, documentary series on Netflix a few months ago about why you basically shouldn't have a chimpanzee as a pet.
She's gonna stop fucking these chimps.
And
she really does.
Oh yeah. So anyway, and another chimp named Tonka. She named I think this is, now that you look at this picture, I know you can't see it, but she has this weird little girl bedroom with like pink pajamas and.
This is her bedroom, right? This is
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
I've never watched the show, but you guys talking about it at length, and
It
I'm
was
like,
fucking weird. Yeah,
You gotta
it
watch
was
it,
good.
Tyson.
It was
It's
good.
super
Yeah,
weird.
it was good. Crazy. Lawsuit. Doctors play music bingo during surgery. Allegedly leads to patient death. So, this is from Lone Tree, Colorado. Lawsuit has been settled after a shocking revelation that a surgeon and anesthesiologist played a music bingo game during a routine eye surgery, leading to a man dying of cardiac arrest.
okay, I have to share this story with you. Okay, so that happened to me. So like the last eye when
It says it was a cataract procedure, so go ahead.
when
Yeah.
I got my retina reattached, it was so quiet in there, and I was kind of on edge, and the surgeon goes, "Put some music on," and so it was like, so they put some music on, which they do, right?
Sure.
And then somebody just put on like a '90s playlist, and they're like, "Who is this?" And he's like, "It's fucking, Sixpence None the Richer, like, and they're like, "No, it's not," and they're having this debate, and I'm like, and like literally that was all they talked about for the last, I would say 60% of my procedure.
They must teach this at the conferences because it says Dr. Stark Johnson, which that's a fucking doctor.
Stark
Great
Johnson.
name.
Stark Johnson.
Wow.
And his assisting anesthesiologist, Michael Urban, admitted to playing the game, which involves listening to songs on a cell phone and then marking a board with song titles. So apparently the entire medical industry now does this while you're under the
I mean, there might have been a board, but they were working on my eyeball, so I couldn't see.
Well,
that is fucking scary because that really
It's really scary.
That is
it
really
really
what
is
happened.
kind of scary. Yeah. That's like too anecdotal to not be terrified about. So
Yeah.
if you just mention that before your next procedure, people just be like, hey, there's a time for
Heads
games.
up. Yeah.
And like, if I slip you a 50, would that make you pay a little more attention?
Listen, getting beer bucks for getting the right song in the middle of this procedure is not the right way to go.
If you were worried about the estimated $4.7 trillion the big beautiful bill is going to add to the federal debt, fear no more. You can now Venmo the U.S. government to help pay down the debt. So the U.S. Treasury has opened up a Venmo account. So if you feel like sending money, skipping the middleman, you can just send the United States government a Venmo.
Wow.
Which I'm sure they, probably figured out to get us out of this whole mess. In more disgusting news,
another great idea.
Republicans want to rename the Kennedy Center Opera House after Melania Trump. There are now two competing bills in the House, and I think the Senate. One of them would name it after Melania Trump. The other would name them after the Trumps. I do not understand why people kiss this man's ass.
I don't either.
I don't get it anymore. I got it when you needed to get reelected, but anyway, stupid wins. In Chuck E. Cheese related news, Chuck E. Cheese employee arrested an iconic mouse mask for using stolen credit card. So apparently, someone dressed up as Chuck himself was trying to use a stolen credit card and got arrested and was detained in his suit. Chuck E., come with me, Chuck E., a police officer in Tallahassee told the suspect. Stop resisting. God. You are being detained. Sad times for the Chuck E. Cheese.
I saw pictures of that arrest, and I was just like, that must be traumatic for those poor kids. Like just the worst day. It's like seeing Kermit the Frog getting like raped or something. It's just terrible.
For real.
That would be kind of tough. I don't know. Of course, I don't know.
It's been a weird week.
It really has. Lots of it has happened.
Yeah. One more. Oh, excuse me. Father who moved family to Russia to escape woke America is sent to the front line. So I basically moved to Russia. This wokeness, I'm out of here. And then they welcomed him to Russia with open arms on the condition that he joined the Russian military. He thought he was going to be a welder and a war correspondent, which
Fucking hilarious.
I know they sent him to the front lines. So,
Yeah, that was great.
probably an eye opener. Oh, that's a lovely family. He like took like a nice group, cute picture of his family standing in front of the what is it? The Tetris building. That's what I call it. Is that what that's called? The Red Square, the Tetris building. Probably
Who
not.
cares?
Probably
I
not.
really don't care about Russia at all.
Family relocated because of their dissatisfaction with progressive overreach in the American education system. Have you fucking been to Russia? Like,
Yeah.
oh my god! Like, what? Like, this is not a bastion of freedom, folks.
Yeah.
No.
Enjoy your time in Siberia.
Anyway, enjoy your time on the front line. Yeah, that's my headlines.
Wow, that's a lot.
Those are that was a
Literally
lot.
for a week.
Damn,
varied.
Smith.
It was varied.
That was good. I've got a few in local news. This is from westworld.com. Denver pastor and wife indicted for multi-million-dollar crypto scam. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
So cookies. The couple says that God told them to create the worthless cryptocurrency and to spend investor money on home renovations.
Good idea.
Yeah, pretty fucking terrible. This guy, Eli Regaldo, and his wife, Caitlin, were indicted on 40 counts related to the alleged scam. These charges include 20 counts of theft, 19 counts of securities fraud, and 1 count of violating the Colorado Organized Crime Control Act. The Regaldos solicited at least $3.4 million from hundreds of investors, selling them a cryptocurrency called Index minus the E coin. It was backed by essentially no assets whatsoever and had no real value. 19 victims are named in the indictment, each of whom invested between $10,000 and $200,000. Can we fucking talk about the idiots
Yeah,
in this goddamn country?
This is one of those things where I don't really feel bad. I have no sympathy for the victims at all.
Yeah.
Because, like,
same.
Duh. Like, we watched that Madoff movie with De Niro made about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch it forever. I had the same kind of reaction there. It was like,
Yeah.
It's like, it's hard to feel bad because they're just greedy. Like,
Yeah.
they're just
That's
like,
it.
they're just like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I can make 40%. I'm like, no, you can't. Like,
No,
that's not
there's
how
no
things
way.
go. I don't like. I mean, again, they're both assholes, but it's still
Yeah,
But
whatever.
$3.4 million.
$3.4 million. That's insane.
Snappy name though.
I love it.
Home renovations, bought a little Land Rover, like stupid
Nice.
white people shit. Yeah.
We gotta fix that back door. Like
Sell some more of that Bitcoin. So
exactly.
And
fucking dumb. Yeah. And then got another one. This is from HuffPost. French President Macron sues Candace Owens over false claims Macron's wife is a man.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this?
Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Tyson.
Well, that's a whole thing, right? Because she's a lot older than he is, right? And so there's all these like rumors, and all this stuff, But I mean, I'm sorry,
That's just nasty.
It
Like
is.
Candace
It
Owens sucks. Like, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's
Like,
like,
they obviously have marital issues. Like, we know this. She's like grabbed him in the face, pushed him. Like, there's video. Like,
even though it's
there's
loving,
some shit going
loving
on.
that
Yeah,
way.
whatever.
Well, does she come from money? Is that the deal? Is she just like rich?
I don't know a lot about her.
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
don't know. Anyway,
I just know that there's like, isn't there how big is the age gap between the two?
It's substantial.
It is substantial. Yeah.
It's bigger than my wife and I. So it's like.
And what is that age gap, Tice?
It's 10 years.
Oh.
Yeah. But no.
Wow, so it's
way to go, B.
I did have to. I did. That's what all her friends said too.
25 years old. 25
year age gap.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, no, there's a thing. It makes me wonder if she's like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, some ladies, as my mom, my mom would never say this, but as my sister says about her stepdaughter, she's got that magic pussy, and sometimes it works. Does the job.
Well, it was magically coated in chocolate because that's where her fortune comes from. The owners of a 5-generation Chocolatiera Trogano, which apparently is a fine purveyor of it's like 150-year-old chocolate factory.
So
dang.
it's like
So
institutional money.
She comes from old money, old chocolate money.
Old chocolate money.
That sweet chocolate money.
Can I tell you, that was one of the best exploitation films I've ever seen. So good. Old chocolate money. Oh, Richard Roundtree was in it. Pam Grier. So good.
Tyson.
Oh my god.
All right. I got a couple more. I got a rest in peace for Ozzy Osbourne. Died at 76 years old. His last concert was featuring a ton of different acts like Tool and Aerosmith, Metallica. There's just a shitload of people there. I think Tom Morello and Sharon Osbourne got together about a year ago to put this together because they, saw that Ozzy's health was deteriorating and this is something he really wanted to do. But he raised over $190 million for Parkinson's research from that show. And he died a week later.
Yeah.
Like I cried reading this. That is such a fucking badass way to go out.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better way, to be honest. So, and I love Ozzy. Fucking saw him at Ozfest in 2002. It was great. He mooned the audience on one side of the stage. He went over to the other side of the stage, mooned the audience there. The guy loves showing his ass, and we loved him. So, rest in peace, Ozzy.
Have you watched that? I started watching that. It's 8 hours.
I started watching it. Yeah.
I mean,
and I've watched some clips, and it's just like, oh, that guy.
Yeah, it's just impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, very impressive. And he didn't take any meds to get through it. He literally was just like,
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, sucking down the pain. I can't imagine it. So anyway, I do have a rest in piss for Hulk Hogan. That guy died. Good riddance. Bye. There are so many people though that are like depressed about it that I respect. And I'm like, really? Like, I liked Hulk Hogan back in the 80s. Like, I was a WWE whatever fan too.
Yeah, his cartoon.
But that guy
really
lost
good.
his mind. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So good.
Junkyard Dog. No, I actually felt way worse when Macho Man died than when Hulk Hogan died.
I did too. Macho Man was way better.
He was way more fun.
In the Undertaker.
I think I told Kathy this is like because she was seeing it all over Facebook and she's like, people have differing opinions on like they're happy whether this guy's dead or not. But he was a fucking.
He was an asshole, guys. He wasn't talking to his daughter because she married a black guy. Right. He's a fucking jerk.
There were some terrible quotes online about him, but for me, it was more the kind of the face of MAGA bullshit, and I was like,
same. Yeah.
Like I don't care what you like. Yeah, you'll always be your cool '80s self, but like I know.
When I was doom scroll,
pay for that. Like
when I was at the doctor's office earlier today, I got left in the room for 45 minutes waiting, and I was kind of. What's the opposite of doom scrolling? Sun scrolling through Tumblr, which is a thing still. Everybody
reading a book. I don't know.
And so I
what?
There's no book. It's all geriatric shit at the to read at the. But anyway.
Is there a highlights magazine?
I was going to say,
something.
Goofus and Gallant.
Goofus and Gallant. That's exactly right. No, I saw a quote from Andre the Giant, and basically the quote was, he's like, I never say anything bad about anyone. I feel like at the end of the day, you have to forgive. He's like, but I have to say, Hulk Hogan is a terrible person.
Wow, really?
Yeah, he said he's just
Here's my point even further.
He's just a big dumb goon, and he's not a good person. So yeah,
I love it. Andre the Giant.
It's been about 10 years since that documentary came out about him. I need to rewatch that. That was
same. That was really good.
I don't cry at a lot of shit, but I cried at that. It was
Yep, that was a tearjerker.
It was. Well, and then who was the third? There was a third celebrity.
There was a third.
God, it's been a whole week. So,
God, that's true. Who was it?
Oh my God!
Why are we all brain fried?
It was Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
died young too,
he did
54. Do you
54.
guys
Yeah.
remember what the cause was?
He
Yeah, it
drowned.
was, he just died swimming, like, he was in the,
He got
not
caught in a riptide.
Dominican maybe, or,
Oof.
Costa Rica, one of those, and, yeah, he got just caught up in yeah, swimming in the ocean will fucking murder you, like, it's like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's scary,
It's
uh, and it
dangerous.
sounds like too, it sounds like he and his son, his young son, were both kinda struggling, and it sounds like he had them rescue his son first, and then by the time they got to him,
Did,
he had succumbed.
did you
So
did you know he won
Fuck.
a Grammy for his music, one of his albums, his
I
musical
did
albums?
not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he won a Grammy, but I do know that when was it, Tice? Like in his 30s, he picked up the bass guitar and it just became brilliant or something
Yeah,
at it.
apparently he had some sort of knack for it,
Huh.
Yeah.
and so, but yeah, like, and I haven't taken the time to listen to any of his stuff, but I just was like, wow, he won a Grammy. I was like, that's pretty impressive. I mean, Grammys
Yeah.
suck, but you know what I'm saying, though. It's like, it's,
And
I guess,
Still.
it's more
Yeah.
2015,
more
yeah,
legit than the
2015,
Pitchfork Awards.
Yeah.
best traditional R&B performance. Wow. Uh,
It's badass.
yeah. No, yeah, that sucked. He was he's always been like a nice dude, and I will say that like those people, like everyone associated with the because like I don't think it's sort of weird to like. I mean, that was like everybody watched the fucking Cosby Show.
Yeah,
Everyone
Like it was huge. It was
fucking loved
absolutely
it. Yeah.
phenomenal. It was great.
Yeah.
There was just something about it that clicked with Americans, and like what I feel terrible about is that motherfucker Bill Cosby. Like you
ruined
know
it.
Piece of
the
shit.
money these people would have in their lives had it not been for him. Like that show would be everywhere in
Yeah,
Yep.
syndication, and
Yep.
they've essentially been robbed of tens of millions of dollars
Yeah.
because of Bill Cosby's dumbass. So like,
Yeah.
so just speaking of terrible people, oh, it's too bad. Yeah, no,
yeah, maybe he'll drown too.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
That
a
fucker
future
will
rest
outlive.
in piss. I can't
Oh my
wait to talk
god,
about.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh god, yeah. You know, it's those people that it's the Trumps and the Cosbys of the world who, just sort of seem to persevere and push through the shit, and then it's good people that seem to die
Cockroaches.
die trying to save their son.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how that god of yours works, Tyson. That's
Yeah.
how he works.
That Korean god of
Play that
his.
Korean god of yours.
Well, let's
Hey.
not
That's
discount the Holy Spirit. But anyway,
that's true. That's true. The
He is
whole
filled with it now.
and yes,
full
He's
of it,
been topped off by the Holy Spirit.
full of it. Uh,
I'm full of him. Bremen to the top, the Holy Spirit. Yep.
Bubbling with the Holy
Bubbling,
Spirit.
overflowing with the Holy Spirit.
Plugs? Anyone?
Yeah, let's try to
yeah,
get
yeah.
plugs.
Kind of dark. Hey guys, remember Cas Manina? That was fucking great.
Oh
Hey, that was
yeah,
good. Lightening it up. Yeah.
I like
I feel
that
like
rest.
this
Yep.
episode is
Da-da-da.
really. This is one of the few episodes I feel like very. I mean, they're all for us, but this is very much for just
This
us.
is very much
I
for
think we
us.
needed this.
This really feels
My
like
takeaway.
us just hanging out.
Yeah,
My takeaway.
yeah. Sorry, America. But
Sorry, listener. This will be the new name of the podcast. Sorry, listener.
Sorry, listener.
check out our Patron.
Uh,
It's a special.
I didn't think that's how it was pronounced. Sorry. I don't know.
Hey, I like it. I
Patron.
like it.
like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay. Plugs. Shall we plug?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Plugs.
So the biggest surprise of this entire week is that I watched a true crime documentary this week.
You mentioned that. Yes.
I did. It's
We're
called
applauding Tice.
it is called Trophy Wife.
I also watched that, by the way, because of your recommendation.
It's on Hulu. It's a very interesting set of characters in this thing. It's not all dark and dire. I mean, it's not great, but it's not
It's not great.
but it's kind of interesting, especially these people that knew this dude that did all this stuff. It's just fucking ridiculous. But anyway, I actually enjoyed it. I actually watched the whole thing front to
I
back.
laughed a lot during it.
I did too, especially his friends. In the first episode, they were just like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. His quote unquote friends, the guy who was a partner in his like little dentistry,
Yeah.
that guy was great.
Yeah,
he
he
was one
was.
of my favorites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was quite good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, what it's about is this guy who's a dentist, and he kind of runs on this deal where he's like giving people painless dentistry, and then he's basically bilking the system, trying to get rich, and then he's married to this wonderful woman. She's a Jackie O type, and he's always
Yeah.
fucking around on her, and then it kind of goes on from there, and there's two heads that meet, and then it just kind of gets crazier. And I was a little surprised at the end that the mistress ended up where she was. Like, I did not.
I was too.
I
I didn't see that
I
coming.
didn't either. I was like, so, and I,
Talk about scary, by the way. Good God, you reap what you sow there.
yeah, and also like I have issues with dentists, although I love my dentist now, but like, and the stuff that he would do, he would like bilk, he would give people unnecessary root canals and just
Well, yeah, I had a run in with a dentist who took. I'm not going to say who it is because his son is a friend of mine, but he took out my wisdom teeth. Wasn't wearing a mask. Wasn't wearing gloves. I ended up getting an abscess
oh.
in the side of my jaw. Had to go get it drained at the hospital and be in the hospital overnight. It was an awful experience. Why? Because my father got a discount on it.
Your dad sounds like my dad.
Like, got a Groupon for the dentist. That's
Yeah, he's like,
Hey,
"I'll give you
Jess. Hey,
free
Jess.
trumpet lessons, and you cut me half that bill."
I will say
Uh,
though, I mean, the worst. To be fair, the worst wisdom teeth story I've ever heard is from my dad. And there was a dentist in Waukene, and the way he removed my dad's wisdom teeth was he took a like a pickaxe, not a pickaxe, but like a metal, like a pointy thing, like a what do they call those things?
Looks like a
protractor?
pickaxe, though.
No, it doesn't look. It's basically like a screwdriver, like a flathead screwdriver,
Okay.
and he just put it in between the wisdom tooth and and hit it with a hammer and
Oh,
knocked all four of them out.
Hmm.
No anesthetic.
is that how yours came out a couple weeks ago, Smith?
No, I was drugged. I have no idea what they did to me for 2.5 hours, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. They could have had their way with me, much like
They
Jesus.
did it the right way.
That's true. Yeah. If you're out cold and you're a little butthurt the next day, it doesn't matter because you weren't awake.
I don't even
Doesn't
remember.
matter.
Yeah, I didn't even remember leaving. I remembered like when Tyson like tried to do something funny. Like I think by the time I like was like thinking about saying something before I went under, I was out. And it was just like, we're gonna give you something that was like gone. So
Where's
yeah,
I hid
no
the money?
wit.
I finally watched Another Simple Favor, which is on Netflix. And if you've seen A Simple Favor, it's a very good Paul Feig movie. It's kind
Mhm.
of a mystery, kind of murder comedy drama thing. Another Simple Favor is a interesting idea for a sequel. I actually bought into it, really liked it, very good. Anna Kendrick, Blake Lively, uh, what's her name? Shanna, the lady from Lady Bird, uh,
Which one?
the mom. Uh,
Oh, Lori Metcalf.
oh no, not that one. Anyway, it's a great cast, pretty good. Really enjoyed it. If you like, kind of like, if you liked, like Knives Out or like a,
Yeah,
something like that. Poker Face. It's a good one like that.
it's up there. Okay.
Yeah, and Paul Feig is an excellent writer, just bar none. I watched a horror movie written by Nick Frost of.
You watched it?
Oh
I
yeah,
know
I
what you're
watched
talking.
it. Yeah,
Sorry. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
yeah. I've had it in my backlog for like 6 months, and I finally watched it and I was happy. It's called Getaway, and it's a horror movie, but it's also it's humorous, and it's quite uh, it's quite good. I really
Yeah,
like.
excellent.
I
I
really
can't wait to see it.
I really liked it. Um, I can't say anything about it, but I did not know what was going on in this movie. I thought I did. I didn't know, but Nick Frost wrote it, and he co-wrote. He helped write like Shaun of the Dead and the Cornetto stuff, and so
Hmm.
really good. And Shutter is like,
Did he co-write Hot Fuzz too?
I believe so. Um,
Okay.
and the third one, The World's End,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah,
Um,
which I also liked.
yeah, there's this service called Shudder, and it's part of AMC, I think, and they just do
Mhm.
horror movies, and their movies consistently impress me. I've seen several of them in the
I
theater.
like Shudder movies. I'm with you.
They
Yep.
put some money into it, but not a lot of
Yep.
money. But they kind of let them do their own thing, and I've seen some excellent movies by Shudder. Um, Star Trek: Brave New World started started about 2 weeks ago, but we finally caught up with it. For fans of old school Star Trek, very good, very fun, very interesting. And then I saw Fantastic Four, which is the Fantastic Four movie that I've been waiting my entire life to see. I was
Yay.
very happy with it. It nailed all the family notes. It nailed the the story that they do. So I can't get my wife to go see this movie because she's like, the other movies are terrible, and I don't care about these characters. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, but this is the story. This is the Fantastic Four story. This is the one constantly ranked top 5 comic book stories of all time across the entire every Superman, Batman, Marvel, whatever. It is that story. They finally did it, and they nailed it. I thought. Again, the tone is different than like an Avengers movie. The tone is different,
Right.
but that's part of the appeal, part of the charm, and I really liked it. I took my neighbor. He didn't like it because Sue Storm is kind of the focal point, and that's his least favorite character. I'm like, that's a stupid fucking reason not to like a movie.
Oh, that was his reason. Okay.
Isn't
I
that
was waiting for
isn't
it.
that
Yeah,
weird?
that's a little lame. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
he's
little
like,
lame.
but he's not there. She's not as interesting, and I don't want to talk comic books, but like she is the most interesting character because of her power set. Anyway, I'm not gonna even go down that road, but
But you want to.
I do, man. I really do. Because her power set is fucking cool. But anyway, I really liked it. And I would highly recommend for anyone who's just like, well, every other Fantastic movie sucks. And there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. I mean, the first two were just a little cheeseball kind of goofballs. The newest one was like made them like emo fucking, weirdo, like, and it was all serious.
Yeah, that last one was not great.
And to be fair about that last one, like Josh Trank, who directed it, who did this great movie called Chronicle. If you want to see a great superhero
Love
movie,
Chronicle. That's
I
one
don't
of my.
think I've seen
oh
I'm
my
not a
god,
Chronicle.
superhero, and I would. I don't even know if I'd consider it a super. Because no, let me put it this way: if you're not into superhero movies, you'd also enjoy it. It's fucking
it is
awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a coming of age. It's like Stand by Me meets like Stranger Things meets. I don't know. It's fucking awesome. It's
it
great.
is, it really is good. And anyway, he directed that.
I've not seen this.
He
Oh,
had
so good.
he had directed the Fantastic Four movie. He took his name off the movie because they cut all the budget and they took out the two big set pieces. And that's why that movie sucks so bad is they took the big huge like things that made it work and
Um,
yeah, and so like they were like budget's too high and we don't think this is going to work, so they just didn't finish the movie and then released it. And but anyway, uh so that's why that one turned out terrible. I did find
Right.
out something interesting. So I don't know if you guys know this, but in 1994, there was a guy who owned the rights to make the movie for the Fantastic Four, and
Right.
so he knew that he was running out of time because he had X amount of time to make this movie. So he went to Roger Corman, legendary schlock slash B movie, been doing it forever, and asked him to make $1 million movie of the Fantastic Four, which he did.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it's never been released. Some guy at Marvel bought it and sat on it. I have a copy of it, and you can buy it on cassette tapes at like at conventions and stuff. Um, but they didn't tell the people that were making the movie that it was going to be shelved. So they all worked
Oh,
really hard on this movie. They thought they knew it was going to be cheesy. They knew it didn't have the budget, but they were just like, this is going to be a big deal, blah blah blah. And I found out
right.
today that those four of the people that played the Fantastic Four are in the new movie in speaking parts,
oh, that's fun.
which is really
That is
isn't
fun.
that neat? I was like that is, and they
Ah,
went to the red carpet and like
that's so
Wow.
cool.
yeah, so it was really really neat. So anyway, I
Aw,
I really
okay.
I like the
That makes
movie.
me like the movie a bit more.
Yeah. So anyway, I just liked it, but you have to understand that from where I'm coming from, all the other Fantastic Four movies have just been terrible. But there have been some really good Fantastic Four comic books.
What did you think of Julia Garner as what was it, Silver Surfer, or whatever the fuck her name is?
I was okay with it.
Yeah.
Like that's not the story, but they had to have a love interest a little bit. But I thought that they played the love interest really well with Johnny Storm reacting to it.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of dynamics going on with that movie. Like first off, like the Torch and the Thing are supposed to be like kind of bratty brothers, and I think they nailed
Yeah.
that pretty well.
Oh,
But
totally.
not,
Yeah, big
but they
time.
didn't overdo it like they did in the other
No.
movies. They weren't
Yeah.
practically paying drugs and all that kind of junk. And I liked the Natasha Lyonne kind of angle,
Uh-huh.
I just the Silver Surfer thing. There's some goofy bits, like when she's like riding the magma on the, it's like that's goofy, but
Yes.
the big bad in it looked amazing, and everybody was worried he was gonna the big bad was not gonna be appropriate to scale, but he was. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he was legit the size that you would expect him to be, and so I don't know. What did you think about it?
I liked it. I didn't love it, but I also I love Thunderbolts. So I shouldn't have compared it to that experience. I walked out of that movie with like all the feels that you usually get from a comic book movie.
Well, that is a
This
great
one
movie.
was just kind of like I liked it. It was fun. It was great to look at. That's about it. I didn't take anything away from it. But I also didn't like read the comic books and I don't know the backstory. Like, I'm not a fan like you are. So I'm not the right person to ask
Do you
their
know
feedback from.
John Malkovich was in the movie and they cut him? Uh,
Why?
because he was one of the villain. You know that little montage at the beginning?
Yeah.
He was one of the
Yeah.
villains in that thing, and for some reason
Uh-huh.
they cut it. But they might bring him back.
Okay.
But
I like the ending, the very ending, the little teaser at the end.
I didn't
That was
see it.
cool.
Well, I saw the the Doom one, but my friend wanted to go home, so I didn't see the last one. But I'm gonna go see it tomorrow again. So
Yeah.
you mean the final one?
The final. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Excited. And then as far as music goes, Pacing put out a new record. It's called Planet
Hey,
Fitness,
that's cool.
and she is a
That's
very
where I go to the gym.
yeah. It's funny. The songs are kind of interesting. Well, they're
It's a
interesting.
cool collage situation. What's going on?
She's eating a cake.
Oh, sorry. Hold it up. Okay, now I
There
see
we go.
it.
Um,
Great.
and then and then but it's like it's kind of like a They Might Giants thing where it's like this Planet Fitness song is about trying to cancel a Planet Fitness membership, but really it is. But
I like
and she
it.
can't do it. But really, what it's
Uh-huh.
about, and I read this, I didn't know this, is that her dad died, and she couldn't figure out
Oh, fuck.
how to cancel his memberships. So it's like a song, but it doesn't. You would never know that from listening to it. But it's like
Oh, wow.
there's some neat stuff in there. And then
Okay.
this is just kind of a cool thing. They finally first time on vinyl, Harvey Danger, uh,
Oh,
the King
nice.
James version.
Oh,
Someday they
nice.
will release the first one someday, but this is the one after that. And
I love that record, by the way. One of my
this
favorite records.
this
Yes.
record,
Yes. Love
yeah,
that record.
and there's 4 bonus tracks on it.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
it is on the streaming services, so you can take a look at it. But yeah, this is a great record. So I was very happy to see that it finally came out. Um, Sad Sweetheart of the Rodeo, that's kind of the one.
Yeah.
But anyway, and so those are my plugs.
Nice.
Sweet. Very good. Smith?
I have three quick ones. I know we're kind of running up against a deadline. Just watched, yeah,
Gotta eat dinner.
hard imposed, self imposed deadline. Sacramento, starring Michael Cera and Kristen Stewart. I'm not a huge Kristen Stewart fan, but we just ran
Oh,
across
I
it the
did
other
see
night.
that.
And yeah, it's kind of a simple little indie film, kind of a road trip comedy. Stars. I didn't know who this guy was. Michael Angarano is the kind of the other basically friend. It's basically just kind of a road trip comedy about two really good friends who have kind of fallen by the wayside as their lives have gotten more complicated, and they take a road trip to drop his father's ashes off in Sacramento, and nothing is quite as it seems. And so, yeah, no, good little flick. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere yet, but I would imagine it will be shortly. I stole it from somewhere, so if you need a copy, hook that shit up.
Sinner.
On the television front, we watched a quick series on Netflix called Untamed with Eric Bana. Have you seen this?
I will back you up on
Yeah, it
that,
was
sir.
good. It was good.
Also, another plug from moi.
Yes, good little series. I think it's like 6
We're gonna
episodes.
finish it tonight.
Real
So
quick
excited.
watch, but
Yeah.
there's so many of these shows that kind of seem like they're kind of rehashing. Like, I mean, there was some other show that we watched a few months ago about kind of a park ranger kind of role. He plays basically a federal agent who works in the Yosemite area, and there's a crime that kind of haunts him that he has to kind of solve it. It's good. It's good stuff. So check it out. And we did see the new Superman movie. I know both of you guys did
Yay!
too.
What'd you think?
So I liked it. I am not, as Tyson well knows, I am not a super comic book movie person, as that phrase indicates quite thoroughly. No, I have not seen, like, I've seen a handful.
I thought you nailed it.
I've seen like the Deadpools, and I've seen like the first Iron Man, and that's like the last, and then like the new Superman movie from like Tobey Maguire 2003. So like on one hand, I can count. I liked it. I got a little worried during like the whole, like, there was kind of this whole exposition scene where it's him and Lois Lane, and they're in her apartment. They're having this big conversation. It seems like it takes 20 minutes, and I was kind of a little worried. I was like, where are we going with this? It's way better. It's way better. It was just fun. It was a fun movie.
And as a dog owner, you had to love the movie.
And the dog, yeah. And the dog yeah. So would not have been nearly as good as with the dog. No, it's weird. The thought, and I don't really have much to kind of base this off of, but the feeling that I got was that this was a movie that shouldn't have worked really, and it did somehow. Like, it's kind of a weird mishmash of like, and it does work. Like, the overall impression was really good, but just the individual pieces, I'm kind of like, it's fair. There's some very funny parts. I mean, it is very funny at bits. Audience fucking loved it. I think that helps. Like, you don't go to a lot of movies anymore where the audience is into it. So no, really enjoyed seeing that, and I don't know, maybe I'll check out another one. But I think it's done very well. So I think it's probably it's going to take the summer. It's going to take the summer box office. I don't know. Maybe Fantastic Four's out done it already. But
no, I don't think it's going to.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's close. It's like 5 million between the two. So.
Okay. Yeah. But well, that's it. That's my
cool.
Quick plug. In and out. Lickety split.
In and out. Hey. I've got a couple. There's a new series on Netflix called Too Much, written and directed mostly by Lena Dunham, who did Girls. She also did a little indie movie like way back in the day. Oh, what was it called? Like Tiny House or something. I really like Lena Dunham and her writing. I know some people think that she pushes it too far with like the nakedness and like the sex scenes and shit like that, but whatever, she's just being real. And it stars oh god, what is her butt? Tice, help me out. Slater from
Megan
Hacks.
Stalter.
Stalter, yes, thanks, Smith. Who's great in it. I mean, she plays like the neurotic, crazy girl who gets broken up with in New York and moves to London very well. And I enjoyed it. I know I don't know, the reviews have been mixed, and it definitely takes a minute to, warm up, I would say. But it's a great cast. I really like the storyline. Whatever, I'm into it. Lena wrote it with her new husband, so that is definitely a plug. And then backing Smith up with Untamed, really like it a lot. Can't wait to finish it. Eric Bana is awesome in it, and so is Sam Neill. Even though their Australian accents come out quite a bit every once in a while, but you know what? Whatever. And then I watched a new docu-series on Hulu called Her Last Broadcast, the abduction of Jodie Huizen Truitt. She was a TV anchor who vanished from her Iowa home in 1995. It's really well done. It's very interesting. They have not found out exactly what happened, but they point out a variety of cuckoo guys who could have done it. So it's really, I highly recommend it as far as like cold cases go.
I've been
I
on the
hope
fence
they
on that
solve
one,
it.
so I'll go ahead and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was too. I held off on it for a minute, but I really enjoyed it. And then I finally saw Cake in concert at Red Rocks last week. That was a long time coming, as you both know. It was fucking
Yeah.
fantastic. The only song that they didn't play that I really wanted to hear is Friend is a Four-Letter Word. But other than that, they did a cover of War Pigs. They gave a plum tree to this super excited girl who guessed it. Like it was just super fun. I loved it. So can't wait to see them again. And if you get the opportunity, you should definitely see Cake in concert. So that's it. Those are my plugs. And now we unplug.
And now,
Uh,
What does everybody have?
preparation. I'm
well,
unplugging preparation.
I'll I'm gonna unplug this channel on Roku called Military Heroes. I know that sounds bad, right? That sounds bad, but really,
Tyson?
really, what it is, it's not about military heroes. Although we did watch a really impressive thing about Washington last night, the 3-part documentary. Just because we couldn't figure out what to watch. But generally, what's on military heroes is this fucking MAGA conspiracy series bullshit that has really nothing to do with military heroes whatsoever. It's like, it's just, you can tell I didn't prepare one. But, like, it was the only thing I could think of. It was the only thing I could think of. We kept going back to it because it was like, it's sponsored by the History Channel. History Channel used to have great fucking programming all the time. Pretty neat.
Maybe your unplug is the History Channel.
Well,
The
I don't know.
direction of the History
We
Channel.
don't have the History Channel anymore, so I don't know what's going on with it. But yeah, you know what? Fuck it. History Channel. There you go. Unplugged. Thank you for the assist, Dawson.
Welcome. Smith,
I don't have
who are
anything.
you pissed at?
I'm sorry. I don't have anything.
Didn't we unplug? We unplugged CBS last week, right? That was.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
can do it
and
again.
Paramount
They
Plus.
still suck. So I will just unplug CBS/Paramount Plus
Keep unplugging that shit.
again.
Right on.
Like I said, Yellowstone's off the air for at least another 12 months, so you got nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about whatsoever. So
No bigs. No
maybe a
big deal.
spinoff here and
Yeah.
there. That Billy Bob Thornton song, that's going to come back, but you just
Yep.
hold your horses, so to speak, and wait for it to come back, and go check out something different. I don't know. Check out BritBox or something like that for 12
Loot-
months.
I'm thinking about BrickBox
Listen,
actually.
My dad's a big fan. That's like all my dad watches now is like British like cop shows.
I'm telling you right now, like that Ludwig on BritBox is the best show so far of the year that I've seen.
All right. God damn it. Gotta get it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. You're
So
unplugged.
I've got
really
an
doesn't
unplug.
count. All
And you
right.
guys already know what it is. Tyson brought him up earlier, but I was at the gym the other day and I always text these guys fucking photos of the dumbass tickers that they have going on. Because thankfully I can't hear the content because I'm listening to what I like. And the ticker said Leno Lessons, Jay Skewers, late night host for lecturing audiences. And I just want to read you what I wrote while I was on the elliptical. Jay Leno is my unplug. Shut the fuck up. No one who has been in late night or respects it gives a shit what you think. Period. End of sentence.
True.
I fucking hate that guy.
Very nice.
He's a giant piece of shit.
Yes.
Like I think Tyson and maybe you, Smith, both said the same thing. He's looking for a job.
Yeah.
So he's just out there like spouting his stupid shit again.
No, you're
and
right.
That's exactly what he's doing.
No, he's like hoping for like the Newsmax After Hours gig, and After Dark, Newsmax After Dark, starring that Doritos.
Go for it, Jay. Fucking perfect for you.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to get the fucking evening show on CBS moving forward. I would not be surprised.
Gross.
Yeah. Wow.
I could see it too. I hate that guy. I not just because I love Conan and I could go off on that. It's just he's not funny, and he always sticks his giant chin in all these stupid conversations when he sees an opening. Stop it.
I don't know if he has TV looks anymore, and that's not a. That's I'm not saying that to be mean to him, but like he kind of did get his face burned off a little bit.
He did. That's true. He got in that.
Yeah, he did.
So I mean,
you know what? I would feel sorry for him, and I hate what's happening to his wife with the dementia stuff and like,
stuff,
all of that.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, you're still a piece of shit, man.
No, yeah, just shut up. Like it's like that's your unique take is like, oh, it's too politicized and like, because none of this deserves to be made fun of. Like, seriously, like this isn't like the politics were like when you were relevant, so 35 years ago.
Exactly.
But it's a little different now, Jay. It was like such an opportunistic way to take on. You could have been.
Go back in your garage, Jay, and suck the tailpipe a little bit more.
Just based on his response, those guys fucking hate him. He's not part of that club.
Absolutely.
He's not part of that club. So they're like, that's like all that tells me is he's just fucking not included.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's just like his whole fucking thing. He's like, I remember his jokes, his bipartisan jokes. Those clowns in Congress. Those clowns in Congress. You know what they're trying to do? I was just like, fucking whatever, dude.
It's a good impression.
Well, no, that's right. Hey, you guys know clowns and clowns. Anyway.
That's better. That's really good.
But I mean, that was his thing. Did you see what these clowns in college did? It was just like college. Sorry, Congress.
Congress,
it's like.
No.
So I mean, that's not very.
And he used to be a decent, clean comic. Like I will give him that. Like he was funny, but he's
ever since
not relevant
ever
anymore.
Sorry. Ever since the late night wars, he's been just a piece of shit.
That's right.
Yep. Amen.
And on that note,
if you haven't seen that,
that note, always a pleasure, guys.
Always a pleasure.
Good to see
I
you
promise
both.
I was late to the show today. But
you're fine.
Do you have something?
You know what? I'm gonna plug a book. I'm gonna go grab it real fast. You feel free.
Adios.
Feel free to start.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Screw that up. This was a very good book.